weekend. Real quick, I wanted to show you, I got some of the Sluggo that Katie had recommended for the pill bugs that we're having a problem with in the beds. So I put some in a few beds, which I'll show you where I marked that down, but I just wanted you to know that if you see a bunch of pill bugs in a bed, I marked down on the back, we need 3.5 tablespoons per bed, and you just sprinkle it around the border of the bed and then also in between like the rows of the plants. So that is here, and I marked down in the produce, the book we keep track of the produce, there's a pesticide section. So I marked down that I did beds 8, 17, 15, and 23, and they recommend doing it every 2 weeks if you keep noticing problems. So just check here and see if the beds have been treated, and if not, you can treat them. Or if it's been more than 2 weeks, you can treat them again. But just mark in here what gets treated. I also have a sign-up sheet. I'm going out of town this coming Friday through the following Tuesday. And then I'll be here Wednesday, Thursday, Friday of that following week. But because it's going to be so wet out this week, I think mostly what needs to be done is just watering inside. But I'll make some notes before I leave of just things that maybe need to be checked on. We just need to keep watering the pots that are in here. I'm still kind of figuring out what to do with all the peppers. There's a lot outside too. I'll probably send a lot to EFB to be given away. Henrietta is supposed to pick up these, but she was supposed to pick them up Friday, so I'm not sure what's going on. I'm just leaving them out here for her in case she shows up. I'm going to take care of this anthill tomorrow morning. Again, it's supposed to be so rainy this week that I think we don't have to worry too much about watering, but when it dries out, we'll want to water the containers, you know, especially this one, the pot on the end, stand-up bed, everything that's along the fence. So we'll keep an eye on that after it dries out a bit. For this week, we're going to start pulling out some of the peas. The ones on this end of bed 20 look pretty bad, and then the ones here look pretty bad. So I'm going to be here early tomorrow morning, and I'm going to go through and pick off as much of the peas as I can and pull out the dying plants. I have started already cow peas in this bed because we had a lot of blank spots. So we'll go through and just as we're pulling them out, we'll plant more cow peas. And we can do this in both of the pea beds. I think our old friend Mr. Groundhog is back. And he has nibbled on quite a bit of the cabbage. So I'm going to pull this out, and then I'll kind of figure out what else needs to go in this bed. You can see here, he's nibbling on tomatillo leaves. I don't think he was in last night. I had Carlton stop by and put some kind of reinforcements on the back gate because I think he might have been pushing in the bottom of the gate. So right now you can see I have rocks piled up at the bottom just as like extra precaution to try to keep him out. So if you're wondering what that is, that's why. I found some like home remedies of like using castor oil and putting that around his burrow. I'm going to try a couple of those things and see if they work. I don't have high hopes, but see if we can scare him away and go from there. I did just notice today that the green beans in here are starting to form, and these are Italian flat beans, so they should get a little bit bigger. I mean, we could harvest them little like this, but let's let them get a little bit bigger until we see that they're actually like flat. We can harvest some of the leeks in here. There's some like good sized ones like this. I don't know if you can see that very well. And that one. I'll probably do some of that tomorrow morning too. I put covers over the sweet potato beds because the leaves were getting eaten. Again, probably the groundhog. So we'll just keep an eye on that. None of them look like they're eating all the way down. So hopefully they recover, but TBD. Once we get more pole beans inside, we'll plant some more over here. Let's finish harvesting all the pink celery in this bed. And again, like when it's not raining, we want to really make sure to water back here because I know these really like a lot of water. See here, he has munched down a lot of these leaves. He seems to like all the like spring leaves, which I was going to pull out soon anyway. He hasn't touched a tomato, what I've seen so far. And these are these little micro tomatoes. They're starting to fruit. So that's kind of exciting. Excited to see what's going to happen with those. Maybe after we pull out the kohlrabi, which I think these I probably will just pull out and toss, we can put some more peppers in here because we have so many pepper plants. Let's see. Oh, keep harvesting out the carrots in bed 7 and 15. We do need to plant some more peppers in this bed. I think a couple of them petered out that were in this middle section especially. So we'll just pick whatever peppers, it doesn't matter. We'll just kind of fill this bed in once the carrots are pulled out. Let's see what else is on my list. Oh, and then we'll just kind of want to go through and check for the suckers on the tomatoes. So I don't know if I even have any examples because I just picked them all off. Oh yeah, here's one. I just picked them all off on Friday, but here's one. So if you can see right there, this little guy that's coming up, that's a sucker. So we just, when you find them small, you can just easily pinch them off. So we can go through, oh, here's another one. I'll just show you another one in case you can't really see that. Right. I can't really even see either because it's so bright out. Right here, this little guy, I'm just pinching him off from right in the middle. So, oh, and here's another one. They grow fast because I really just did this on Friday. Right there. Pinch it off. So we'll keep an eye on that. It just will help keep the tomatoes a bit tidier and trained up. I'm still kind of figuring out how I'm gonna do this because this is the Florida weave style of training tomatoes and they're still leaning over. So I might put a little spike in, or a little stake in the bottom just to kind of get them upright. But we'll kind of see how this works out. I think that is most of what I have. So I'll be here, my youngest is now out of school, so I'll be here tomorrow morning really early and Wednesday morning really early, and maybe I'll stop in Tuesday and Thursday early as well. So just call me and let me know if there are questions, and keep your fingers crossed that the groundhog does not continue to make his way in. His little burrow is right over there by the compost pile. So we'll see what we can do about it. All right guys, hope you're enjoying your weekend. Thanks for everything, bye.